So we're here, Kevin. Can you tell us a little bit about your business, please?
Sure, it's Marlor Tooling, and we're specialist round tool manufacturers. Been in business for over 20 years, and we reckon we've got one of the best facilities in the country.
You mentioned that you've been in business 20 years. I know technology has evolved a lot over that time. So how have you grown?
We've grown with the technology. We aspire to have the best technology at all times. It's been an absolute pleasure working with the latest machine, the MX7, to do that.
Yeah, just tell us a little bit about the MX7 Linear. I know this is, it's very high end, isn't it, both in terms of the grind itself and the automation. So maybe we can talk about those two things separately.
Sure. The quality of grind is kind of all been there with the ANCA products. But this particular machine with the RFID technology has taken the loading of the machine to a different level. It's an absolutely fabulous idea. Chaotic loading is what it's called, and we've maximised the use of that.
It's chaotic, but it's kind of anything but, isn't it? It may look chaotic, and you've got possibly 100 tools in there, each different, but you don't need any human intervention. It just loads them.
Absolutely, it's things that we would consider not to load prior to this machine. We now load. 1's off, 2's off, 3's off. Mixtures of tools, it doesn't mean anything to us now. Everything's automatable.
And this must be a dream for a business owner.
Oh,
before you'd have a quote in, I need it done in a week, and you'd be thinking, where can I put that in my schedule? Whereas here, it doesn't really matter, does it? You could just load it next with the RFID chip, and away you go.
You can do that in a matter of minutes, not hours or days. And our lead times we're now looking at, we're trying to count them in days, not weeks.
So this is an MX7. Great for manufacturing tools, volume. Marlor came to us after the FX7 was installed, wanted a good all-round solution for chaotic regrinding.
So chaotic regrinds, what does that mean?
So it means we can load tools from 3mm up to 60mm diameter. It doesn't matter on the tool type. We can also do small batch manufacturing as well. Again, it doesn't matter on the size, the diameter. The robot is programmed, and the program's done prior to the tools being loaded into the pallet. And then the machine just literally does the rest. It changes the collet. It can measure in process with the Laser Plus, now the Laser Ultra, obviously.
So looking at this, there's maybe 2 pallets there, so maybe up to 200 tools. In theory, that could be 200 different tools.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't matter if a customer comes to Marlor today and requires 5 tools being reground and they want the turnaround tomorrow, we can change the 5 tools at the front of the pallet, put them to the back of the pallet, and the machine will just carry on, and we get the tools nice and ground and back out to the customer.
But from a business owner, this must be gold. Like you've rightly said, somebody knocks on the door, I need it turned around in a week, I can't wait 2 weeks. In fact, you could do it the same day, couldn't you? Quick program, RFID, load it to the front of the queue, and maybe wait in reception, you got a tool in an hour.
Exactly. I mean, going from a 3-week lead time down to a 24-hour lead time is music to any manager's ears.
Yeah, when we look at automation, anyone can do 100,000 or 1,000 of the same part, can't they, fairly efficiently?
Yeah.
But the beauty of automation, in my eyes, is having ultimate flexibility. And I think we have that here, Adrian.
Yeah, we do. And as I said, combine it with the Laser Ultra now, so you can measure the tools in process. You can intermingle, it doesn't matter whether it's a regrinded tool or a manufacturing tool, a new tool, for example. We can slot any tool in, and it becomes the all-round solution for everybody.
So in terms of reliability of the automation, that's something that needs to be factored in as well. It's no good being, chaotic, but it needs to be reliable, doesn't it? And how reliable is the automation from ANCA?
It's been great. We had some initial niggles, as we did, but mainly our programming rather than the machine. But it's absolutely been solid. We wish we could push it harder.
That's something we haven't touched upon, is the ANCA programming. I know it's not your first ANCA, you've got another one as well. But how do you find the programming? I noticed you're doing it offline. That's got advantages as well.
Oh, absolutely. We don't stop the machine or use the machine to do it. It's on its automatic load constantly. Mm-hmm. It's not a machine that traditionally you might have run manually during the day and load overnight. It makes no sense. It's loaded all day, all night.
And when you look at the economics of this, there's an argument to suggest having another 2 or 3 of these would do as much as your whole factory.
Potentially, it might be a little bit of a push, but potentially, yes, it's there. It means that the machine doesn't stop at all. where the other machines are restricted in size and diameters and tool types. This does not have those restrictions.
You're a business, you like to push technology, you like to continually invest in technology. When you invest further technology, will it be with this type of ANCA technology, RFID?
Definitely the RFID. ANCA is our preferred choice at the moment, but we always look at the market and we get the best equipment for the job.